This is a video by Rohn, and this video changed my life. Let's take a brief dive into this video and look at some of the things that struck me as significant and why I watch this 2-hour video almost every day for about a year. Let's take it from the top. So our lives are made up of experiences, and the way we perceive things are profoundly based on our experiences. Simply put, we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. And what we are stems from experiences. So just like you, just like everyone else, I've had a couple of experiences that have actually shaped how I view the world today and how I experience it and what defines my habits. For me, there's been books, there's been videos, songs, people, random occurrences, among others. And encountering this particular video is certainly one of them. This video can be found on YouTube, and I'll leave a link to the video in the description so you can check it out. And I'm going to talk about the 10 things that are worth taking from this video. Number 1 is that life may not be fair, but it is just. One of the things Rohn says is that the major key to your life success is you. And he goes on to say that you get paid for the value you bring to the market or to the table. So regardless of where we begin, which may not be fair, if we want more, we have to become more because we will be paid justly for the value we bring to the table. To be honest, we don't all begin in the same place. One significant thing that a lot of people don't associate with their success is the luck factor. Although someone may say I started with nothing and I built this great company, which may be true, but there's a little catch because even nothing is not the same everywhere. Some nothing has good roads, has good schools, a good roof over its head. Always some other nothing does not have. So the only way our lives become better is when we become better ourselves. The lives of people are different just because of different levels of value they provide. Number 2, start with a goal. Goals play a significant role in our lives, and there's an audio by Al Nightingale that I'll link down below, and he also agrees that the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is simply goals. Everyone is going somewhere, and the question is where? And if you're not following your own path, you're certainly following another person's path. The only way to increase the chance of getting where we want to be is to have an idea of where we want to be. This is my life's experience. In many places where I've worked, I've always asked people about their goals, and everyone at the bottom has no goals. And I'm speaking relatively here because there's no one big goal in life. It's all relative to what we want. So, I mean, they have no particular workplace goals. They may be doing something well in terms of family and relationship or friendships, but financially and in the workplace, they find themselves at the bottom because they have absolutely no goal regarding going up. At best, they just hope they'll get somewhere. And hope, as is said, is not a strategy. So number 3 is the seasons of life. There are seasons of life. Life is a cycle. It's been the same since forever. And it will continue to be the same. And these are the seasons of life. There are 4 of them. Number 1 is winter, when times are difficult. We need to learn to handle times when there's difficulty and we don't seem to know what to do. They may last long or short, but in the end, they don't last forever. The winter may not change, but we can also change. We can get better and wiser and stronger to handle it. So we shouldn't wish things would become easy, but rather that we would become better. The second is spring. Everyone gets an opportunity, no matter how or no matter where, no matter the size, everyone gets one. And in limited amounts, actually. And it usually follows winter. It follows difficulty. And we have to take advantage of the springs that come and come quickly. Number 3 is summer. We have to take care of what we start. Rohn says that all good things will be attacked and all values will be attacked. And we have to learn to protect what we start. We have to take care of our garden all summer. The final one is number 4, which is fall. And we need to learn to reap without complaint if we don't do well. And we need to learn to reap without apology if we do well. We have to accept full responsibility for our lives. That's basically what it is. So the next point number 4, is that we have to do what it takes. That's discipline. We have to do what's necessary because that is what it takes to change anything. Everything we are is by choice, and if we don't like anything, we can change it. As long as we apply the discipline it takes to make the change, there's a greater chance of moving in the required direction. We have to set goals, but the goals can only be achieved if we stay focused. The next point is point number 5, which is self-motivation. You can't change people. They have to change themselves. It said that a mind convinced against its will is of the same opinion still. Similarly, no one can change our mind. We have to change it ourselves. And to do that, we need to be able to motivate ourselves for change, because lasting change always begins with the right motivation. The next major point is number 6, and that's there is good and there is bad. Whether accidental or intentional, there are things that can hurt our chances of success, and we need to know about them. We shouldn't be naive. Some of these things are attitudes such as passiveness, laziness, complaining, and so forth. Number 7, learn from other people's experiences. We have to read. We can't learn everything ourselves. Reading a book that contains someone else's experiences can save us 5 years of time trying to figure it out ourselves. Number 8 is to learn life setup. Basically, the laws of living. They can't be changed. It's important so we don't get hurt because of ignorance, because the laws are positive and negative. If you follow them, you get positive results. If you don't follow them, you don't only go free, you suffer the consequences. So, an example is the law of use. Whatever we don't use, we lose. For example, money, ambition, vitality, energy, motivation. Whatever you don't employ, you actually forfeit. So sometimes we have to take an inventory of ourselves and make sure we are not losing anything vital. And another is the law of sowing and reaping. It's simple. Whatever we are reaping is because of what we sow. Point number 9, you've got to have a reason. And as Rohn says in the video, which I greatly agree, you'll find that people don't just get what they want because they want it. They get it when they have a reason to get it. Reasons motivate us. Reasons inspire us. It's what wakes people up in the morning. It's what has people staying up late at night. Until we have enough reasons why we want something, the target will remain as far as it can be. Number 10. Sometimes you win, other times you lose. And that's just the way it is. I can't explain this. It's just life. You can do everything right and still lose. You can do everything wrong and still win. This may seem to blow the first 9 points out of the water, but that's just life. Call it fate, call it favor, call it God, call it luck. No matter how you look at it, there are unexplainable factors in normality. I believe in Jesus, so I guess I have a reason, but I'll leave yours to you. There's so much in the video which I didn't cover. You can check it out in the link below. Thanks for watching this one today. I'll see you in the next one. Love and peace.